Welcome to episode 7 of The Pale Redneck. This episode is called The Ancestors. Hi, it's Bonnie Lololi, and this is only going to be a short little podcast. I think my last one was 10 minutes and that was a bit too long. So the ancestors, when you're in foster care, you don't get that connection with your family. You don't know your origins basically, or where you're from, or your family history. I only knew that my last name was Swiss Italian, and my mother had some Maori heritage, and that was about it. So I did some digging, and I found out that my great grandmother was called Kathy, Kahe, and she was in the Maori Wars. She swam up a river with her child on her back to escape the advancing Maori war party, and she also signed the Treaty of Waitangi. On FamilySearch.org, I was able to trace my roots back to Duncan Macbeth, King Duncan Macbeth, the Scottish king. I also found Robert the Bruce. I also found Francis Bacon on another line, and connections to the Tudor royal family as well. One name that came up was Lady Elizabeth Carr, which was Parr. And her granddaughter was Catherine Parr, Henry VIII's last surviving wife. So it's really interesting to find all these connections. And other ancestors was Captain Thomas Hanson. He took ships that brought convicts to Australia. His son was Thomas Hanson, and he was married by Samuel Marsden, which in Australia his nickname was the Whipping Parson, and they eventually went back to New Zealand. They didn't like it in Australia and they left. So that's just a short summary of my family history. I hope you found it interesting, and I'll elaborate more on it in the future. And that ends the podcast for today.